Reinhard Gammenthaler, who lives in Bern, is Dhirendra Brahmachari's last student, and he's one of the few to practice a pure traditional yoga, which may also be disconcerting for outsiders. The kind of yoga that I practice is aimed at people who are able to be alone. Practicing and living in solitude used to be the condition for becoming a yogi. People used to say, find a cave or even build a hut, look for a guru, then practice all by yourself for decades. Exactly that's what happened to me, although I didn't feel it was desirable. I just discovered yoga, and then life forced me to live pretty much alone for about 25 years. I live totally ascetically. Yoga doesn't say everyone has to be an ascetic and leave their family and everything else behind. But yoga certainly requires people to put everything into it, to practice every day, even if only for a half hour. The ultimate message of Hatha Yoga is simply that the sexual energy from which we all arose is the greatest force in the universe. And when you manage to control this power in yourself, then you can get your whole life under control. There are actually a total of 10 commandments if you want to practice yoga properly. You should ideally stop smoking and drinking. You should change some things in your life. You should want to be a healthy person and then also pay attention to physical cleanliness. In yoga, that doesn't just mean external cleanliness, that one washes one's body every day, but also internal cleanliness. The cleaning practices in Hatha Yoga are called Shat-Kama. These are the six-fold processes that you can perform to rid the body of physical and mental or even spiritual impurities. Colonic irrigation and so on are strange practices which are not so appealing.
Compared to that, nasal cleansing is almost attractive.
The cleaning takes place not so much because you pull something through your body, but because these cords in the upper part of the nasal cavity activate two nerve endings that originate below the coccyx and come up from the bottom of the spine. And Sutraneti attempts to set our basic power center, located in the lower abdomen, in motion again. And that leads to healthier eyes, nose, ears, teeth, and so on.
I've done them. I didn't find them to be so beneficial. I think that eating very clean is important. I am not a vegetarian. I tried to be vegetarian, but it did not work for me. It did not feel right on my body. So no, I am not a vegetarian, but I feel like the most important thing is moderation. Moderation. If you are moderate, I feel like, your body can clean itself. Your body can take care of itself.
Nauli is another important purification technique. Nauli involves moving or isolating the abdominal muscle band and rotating it in both directions. This cleaning exercise is called Mastradoti. You swallow a 7-metre-long strip of fabric and perform Nauli with the cloth in the stomach. Then you pull it out again, and in this way you can bring up different types of mucus from the stomach. You notice if you have too much bile in the stomach. There are exercises that would be particularly valuable for diabetics and people who have problems with these parts, with the pancreas, gallbladder, and organs like that.
These Hatha Yoga cleaning techniques are closely connected with Ayurveda. You can use them regularly or just occasionally, depending on your physical condition.
anwenden oder punktuell anwenden.
Kapalabhati means using this breathing technique to switch on a light in your head. It's a cleansing breath where you inhale and exhale air like a bellows.
You want to know how to move that energy. If yoga is a science and we're moving energy, you want some background behind it. And so the cleansing that I will offer out is like Kapalabhati, breath of fire. But Kapalabhati maybe for like 3 minutes. So it's an introduction, but it's not going to affect you if you go 13 minutes or 23 minutes. And so I wouldn't go there because if it arises in a certain place, I don't know what to do with it. It's like an alchemist. It's highly suggested to know how to influence it.
Yoga is dangerous if it's practiced incorrectly. Also, the cleaning exercises. Even if you think you've learnt them yourself, they certainly won't have any positive effect. So it's necessary that you learn these things from somebody who learned them from someone else who mastered them.